We'll be looking at the solutions to these 5 questions that I gave in my last giveaway. Now for number 1, we have log 3 base a plus log a base 3 equals 2.5. How do we solve this question? Now in this case, what we're going to do is what? Make everything in the same base. Now how do we do it? This becomes what? Log what? 3 base a plus what? Log a base 3 equals what? Convert this to fraction, it becomes what? 25 over what? 10. Okay, so now in this case, now let's change everything to what? To base 3. To change something to base 3 is by saying what? 1 over this, which now becomes 1 over log what? A base 3 is the same thing as what? This. Plus log what? A base 3 equals what? 5 here 2, 5 here 5. 5 over 2. Now, from here, we'll now say that what? Let an alphabet A be equals to what? Log A base 3. So we can easily solve this question. And doing that, we're going to have it as what? 1 over A plus what? A equals what? 5 over 2. Multiplying everything by 2A, what are we going to have? This becomes what? 2 plus what? 2A squared equals what? 5. Now, I just multiplied everything by 2A to clear what? The LCM. In which case, what do we now have? This now becomes what? This should be 5A. Multiplying everything by 2A becomes 2A times this. A cancels A. 2A times this becomes what? 2A squared. 2A times this becomes what? A times 5. That's 5A. So I now have what? 2A squared minus 5A when this comes here plus 2 equals 0. Now, this is 2 times 2, that gives us what? 4. And this is what? Minus 5. So what numbers will I add to get minus 5, and what numbers will I multiply to get what? Plus 4. That's going to be what? 2A squared minus 4A minus A. That's minus 4 plus 1. Then plus 2 equals 0. On doing this, we have what? 2A common. What remains? A minus what? 2. Minus 1 is common here. A minus 2 equals 0. In which case, I have my A to be equals to 1 over 2. Or A is equals to what? 2 after solving this completely. Now, from there, I'm not looking for A. I'm looking for what? I'm not looking for this big A. I'm looking for what? This small A in this question. So recall, we should have called this star. Now recall, A is equals to what? Log what? A base 3. In which case, A is now this, A is now this. So when big A equals 1 over 2, what do we have? We have this as what? 1 over 2 equals what? Log A base 3. It means that what? A is equals to what? 3 raised to power what? 1 over 2. That's what? Square root of 3. Okay, so when A is equals 1 over 2, we have what? 1 over 2 equals what? Log A base 3. Okay, then logarithm, we have this as what? 3 comes here, becomes 3 raised to power 1 over 2 equals A. So my A is what? Square root of what? 3. Also, when A equals to, big A equals 2, we are going to have that as what? 2 equals to what? Log A base 3. In this case, A is going to be what? 3 raised to power 2, which is what? 9. So that is the answer to this first question that I gave us in my 5th giveaway. Now for number 2, what do we have? We have to show that what? Log A plus B all squared base A is equals to what? This. Now in this case, what am I going to be doing here? Very simple. I have what? Log A plus B all squared base A. Or to prove that is equals to 2 plus what? Log A into bracket 1 plus 2B over A, and so on like that. Now from here, all I first do, I'll first expand this bracket. Log base A of what? This becomes what? A squared plus what? 2AB plus what? B squared. That's what I'll first have. Now in this case then, I'm working towards my answer. I have over A squared here. It means that I will first divide all through by A squared while bringing A squared out. What does that mean? It means I will have something like this. Log A squared comes out, base A, into what remains? 1 plus what? 2AB over A squared plus what? B squared over what? A squared. Now from there, what do we have? This becomes what? Log A squared base A into what? 1 plus A cancels 1A here. I have what? 2B over A plus what? B squared over what? A squared. Now from here, what do we have? In this case, this is liking onto log a b, log a times b. Where in logarithm, law of logarithm, I have it as what? Log a plus what? Log b. So I'm going to use the same idea here, which becomes what? Log a squared base a plus what? Log what? 1 plus 2b over a plus what? B squared over a squared base what? Base a also. Now from here, this becomes what? 2. Applying law of logarithm, this comes back here, this becomes 1, because log a number base, that number is what? 1 plus what? Log base a of what? 1 plus what? 2b over a plus what? B squared over what? A squared. And that is the proof. That is the proof. So then for number 3, what do we have? Number 3, we have to solve this equation. Y squared plus 5y minus 36 over y squared plus 5y equals 0. So I have y squared plus 5y minus 36 over what? Y squared plus 5y equals 0. Now if you remember in one of our classes, that's equation, I gave us equation like this to solve. Now in which case I say that let's say p be equals to what? Y squared plus what? 5y. So I can easily solve this equation in that case then. So if p is equals to y squared plus 5y, what will I have? I will have p minus 36 over what? P equals 0. Multiplying also by p to clear the fraction. What will I have? P squared minus what? 36 equals what? 0. In this case, I have what? P squared to be equals to what? P squared to be equals to what? 36. Then from there, p is what? Square root of what? 36, which gives us what? Plus or minus what? 6. So p is what? Plus or minus 6. So when p is equals to 6, when p is equals to plus 6, what do I have? Substitute back into this equation. Why I said let p be equals to this. So I'm going to have what? 6 equals what? Y squared plus what? 5y. So let's rearrange it. Y squared plus 5y minus 6 equals what? 0. 6 minus 1 will give us what? 5. So I'm going to have it as what? Y equals minus 6 or y equals 1. Then from where I said let p, when p is equals to, when p now is equals to minus 6, the negative 6 from this solution here, what will I have? I have what? Minus 6 is equals to what? Y squared plus 5y. From this same place, let's call this star also. Okay, so in which case, what would I have? Rearranging it, I'm going to have it as what? Y squared plus 5y plus 6 equals what? 0. Now in this case, I have this as positive. 3, 2 gives us 6. So y plus 3, y plus 2 would work equals 0. It means my y is equals to minus 3 or what? Minus 2. Okay, so that's for number 3 question. Now for number 4 question, we have to resolve this into partial fraction. Now how do we resolve into partial fraction? Let's see how we're going to resolve into partial fraction. Number 4. We have 2s cubed plus what? 2s squared plus 2, okay, over x plus 1 all squared into s squared plus 1. Now, that's the question. How do we resolve into partial fraction? Now, remember, in our partial fraction class, we looked at the way we are going to break this down, which, if you can recall, we're going to have this as what? X plus 1 plus what? B over what? X plus 1 all squared plus what? C x plus d over what? X squared plus 1. Why? Because this is not what? It's not factorizable. Okay, so if you cannot remember, please go to check my video on partial fraction. Now in this case, what do we have? We'll now multiply also by what? This, having what? 2x cubed plus what? 2x squared plus 2 equals what? A into what? X plus 1 times x squared plus 1 plus b into what? X squared plus 1 plus what? Cx plus d into what? X plus 1 all squared. Now using cover up method or compare coefficients, we're going to have the value of what? A, b, c, and what? D. Now how to use it? Do how to check the what? The video and prefer the what? the solution to it. Okay. And then for number 5 questions, what do we have? We have this as the question. We have to solve this. The sum of 3 numbers in an AP is 18, and the sum of their squares is 206. What do we have as the expression? So let's say we're using first term, second term, and third term. I'm going to have what? A plus D plus A plus 2D equals 18, and A squared plus A plus D all squared plus what? A plus 2D all squared equals what? 206. Where this gives us what? Equation 1. This gives us what? Equation 2. Now on solve, I'm going to have this as what? 3A plus what? 3D equals 18, which implies that what? A plus D equals 6. If I divide all through by what? By 3. Then from equation 2, I have it as what? After expanding, I should have it as what? 3A squared plus what? 6AD plus what? 5D squared equals what? 206. This is equation what? 4. Now after expanding all this, I'm going to have this. Now from here, this is my equation 3, this is my equation 4. Now yours is now to what? Solve by saying what? From equation 3, make a sort of formula where A is what? 6 minus D. Then you would expand. So throw A inside this equation 4, get your D. After getting your D, now substitute back to equation 5 and get your what? Your A. And that's the solution for all the questions I gave you in my what? In my 5th giveaway.